Like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have your self to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth off LDBC. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, you guys. So salute everybody. Y'all press 2 if y'all can hear me in the comments. Let me get a mic check real quick. Press 2 if you guys can hear me in the comment section. Salute to all of y'all that's in here. Appreciate all y'all for tapping on in. Can y'all hear me? Got a mic check real quick. Let y'all know what's going on, man. Cassie has been, okay, y'all can hear me? Cassie has been rushed to the hospital just now. Apparently, she has been rushed to the labor unit. Now, a lot of people were speculating whether or not they were going to put her back on the stand. A lot of people was talking about Diddy's lawyers wanting to keep Cassie on the stand longer and longer and longer. And this is the reason why the judge did what he did. Again, this is the reason why the judge, the prosecution put Cassie up first. One of the reasons, because they knew she was going in labor and that they had to get this thing cracking. And so she was going to labor soon. And so they had to get it cracking her side. So she apparently is done for the case. Everybody was thinking, I've seen some people thinking that she was going to be recalled back in this case. She ain't coming back, bro. It's over with. She's out of there. And she's only one of the victims. They have multiple other victims they still have to get to. So they're just on number one still. They're still on Cassie's case. So I think people got to understand they're still on Cassie's case. And Cassie's case is not going to determine this case or not. Because even if the sex trafficking doesn't ride, he's done on the racketeering. Capricorn Clark just got up on that stand and buried Diddy. She said not only did Diddy threaten and say he wanted to kill Kid Cudi, she said that Diddy threatened her. And they threatened to throw her off a bridge. His co-conspirators and all these people. Diddy's done. Diddy's going to prison forever. Just off the RICO. The RICO was the worst charge out of all of them. This is the part people don't understand it. The racketeering is the worst charge out of all of them. So the situation with Cassie Ventura, that don't even matter. Because all the other stuff that happened is what mattered. The kidnapping. All that other stuff is what is going to get Diddy 1,000% found guilty. 1,000%. And so the feds have clearly shown and proved the RICO today. I mean, with Capricorn Clark's testimony, man, I ain't nothing else to talk about, bro. Diddy's lawyers up there asking her, did Diddy help her a lot? That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing in the grand scheme of things when you're alleged to have kidnapped the person at gunpoint. When they're saying that you did all of these hellacious things, had your people threaten to throw her over a bridge, had her forced labor, making $55,000 a year, working 20 hours a day. It's over with, bro. He's going to prison forever and a day. And Cassie, everybody keeps saying, and that's the funny part. That's all they got is Cassie. They stuck on Cassie. But Cassie's not the only person in this case. This case is bigger than Cassie. It's bigger than Cassie. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying, like, I didn't put my mind just to Cassie Ventura. Because realistically, all these people keep thinking, oh, is Cassie the one that got this thing started? Lil Rod, from what we're hearing. And also, verified that too. Old boy from Fresh and Fit, Myron. Myron said he was directly told. Now, you guys remember Myron's an ex-Fed. He's a former federal officer. He was told that it was Lil Rod. And the reason it was Lil Rod is because he said that Cassie did not have, the feds have to have a time of like your time of being close to a person or whatever in a person's vicinity has to be within a certain time period for you to be able to give that type of information to the feds for them to go and actively get a warrant and do a raid. See what I'm saying? And Lil Rod, remember, he was still working with Diddy all the way up until right at that time. So he said he was told Lil Rod, and remember, Lil Rod showed up the first day of court. He's saying that it was Lil Rod that gave up that got the feds to go, kick down Diddy's door and got that whole thing started. You know what I mean? I don't even think, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't even think Cassie had the intention on going to court against Diddy as far as criminal. I think Cassie got involved when they came at her and they was going to charge Cassie as a co-conspirator. So Cassie did what all those other people did. She took a deal. Just been being honest with y'all. But the person who got that cracking, they say was Lil Rod. Now, I don't know if Lil Rod's going to stand on that or not. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just telling y'all this now. I don't know if they're going to stand on it or not, but Lil Rod, as I told y'all, Lil Rod is the one who Myron from Fresh and Fit, he's a former federal officer, said he was up there at the courthouse. And he said he was told directly it was Lil Rod who gave the feds the entire layout, who gave the feds all that information. Because remember, Lil Rod said he had a whole trove of information that he was willing to share with the feds and all this other stuff. So Lil Rod, he had the most active, most recent time as far as in that house with Diddy, right? So, man, these things are all mysteriously just crazy. You understand what I'm saying? Crazy that's going on, man. I mean, bro, you got Capricorn Clark on the stand right now, right? She's on the stand right now burying Diddy. I mean, Diddy's done after this, bro. Ain't no way he can come back from this. I don't care what his lawyers say. His lawyers just say, hey, he was a hard worker. He was this. That none of that matter. And I'm going to tell y'all why they're going to believe Capricorn Clark. Because she ain't capping up there. You know why? Because she's telling the truth about Cassie, too. They asked her, was Cassie really talented? She said, nah, she wasn't really talented like that. She had talent, but she wasn't talented. She ain't no Mariah Carey. She ain't no Whitney Houston. This is her quotes exactly. Capricorn Clark said, right? Diddy's lawyer says, well, what did you see from Cassie? She told the truth. Capricorn Clark sat up there and told the truth about Cassie. She said she went from being a sweet model to a feisty girlfriend. I told y'all this. She knew Cassie before Diddy. I told y'all this. Everybody talking about, oh man, Cassie was this. Man, Cassie wasn't none of that before she met Diddy. Diddy turned her. Diddy's evilness turned her. You seen it. Capricorn Clark said in open court. She said that she went from being a sweet model to a feisty girlfriend. And Diddy's lawyer said, well, do you think she was talented? Capricorn Clark said, she had talent and she was very beautiful. Diddy's lawyer said, but not talented? Capricorn Clark said she was not. She says, I got good taste. She said, talented to me is Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey. She said, Cassie was more of a studio musician. She needed things equalized. Diddy's lawyer says, did she perform live? And Capricorn Clark said a couple times, not the greatest. Diddy's lawyer said, was she a hard worker? Capricorn Clark said at times. Diddy's lawyer said, well, when wasn't she a hard worker? Capricorn Clark said she preferred to be with her boyfriend. When we moved to LA, after Kim and the twins in 2009-ish, I saw her developing more of her relationship with Puff, Mr. Combs. And then Diddy's lawyer said he supported her. She said, yeah, he supported her with stylists, other musicians, all the components to make a star. Diddy's lawyer says, well, did she get more help than others? Capricorn Clark said, yes, she did. Young Jock and groups from Atlanta. I developed French Montana. Capricorn Clark says, I ran into Cassie. She had a new deal with Epic. I dressed her like David Bowie. We did a photo shoot at my house. We wrote a mini movie and shot it for the project. Diddy's lawyer says, what about Official Girl? Capricorn says, super cute video. Diddy's lawyer says, King of Hearts. Capricorn Clark said, it was fresh. Puff liked it. Diddy's lawyer says, Cassie had a green wig. Capricorn Clark said, yes. Diddy's lawyer says, we moved to admit this witness. The government said this is a sealing issue. Diddy's lawyer said, do you remember this email? Capricorn Clark said, I don't. Diddy's lawyer said, in 2012, you're setting up a recording session for Cassie. Capricorn Clark said, Mario Winans was. for the chairman. Diddy's lawyer says, for Mr. Combs, Capricorn said, yep. Diddy's lawyer says, when did you learn Cassie was dating Kid Cudi? Capricorn said, in the fall of 2011, I picked her up there. Diddy's lawyer says, you believe that after Thanksgiving, Cassie and Kid Cudi were what? She said they were getting to know each other. Diddy's lawyer says, why did you get a burner phone at Best Buy? Why did you get her a burner phone at Best Buy? Capricorn says, I told her you cannot do this on your bad boy phone. Diddy's lawyer says, how do you know about the burner phones? Capricorn Clark said, I grew up in Los Angeles. Diddy's lawyer says, in December 2011, Mr. Combs was at an orphanage in Almaty, Kazakhstan. She said, I heard it was Russia. Is what she said, right? Right? So, I mean, yeah, man. Capricorn Clark is telling the truth, bro. She's gonna be called as a credible witness. She ain't capping on that stand. Because she could have easily tried to go up there and be all nice to Cassie. She was like, nah, she ain't really had no talent like that. She changed. She became like a more, like, she said she went from being a nice model girl. She got with Diddy, and then she just started acting crazy. Like, I try to tell y'all this. They're going to use that, and they're going to say, oh, this is the coercion. This is how he changed her to become a different person. She changed as a person. When she got around Diddy, she got more meaner, all this other thing. I'm telling y'all this. Capricorn Clark, they're going to look at her like she's very credible, man. Very credible. That means that her other testimony is going to be credible. That means that once they bring those other officials in there to back up that stuff that she's saying, Diddy's going to jail, man. To prison, excuse me, for the rest of his life. I'm telling y'all this. But Cassie's been rushed to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? And so Diddy's lawyer asked her, how did Diddy get into your building? Capricorn said, I was told the security guard got fired. Diddy's lawyer said, what was his name? Capricorn said, some random security guard. Diddy's lawyer said, what did he look like? She said, a black guy, younger than 35. So, bro, listen, the girl is up there cooking. Diddy's lawyer can ask her a million questions. It's not going to take away from what she said on open court. I'm telling y'all this, bro. The nigga's going to prison, bro. And that's all there is to it. Hopefully, Cassie have a healthy baby, man. You know what I'm saying? And Cassie is not perfect, and she made a lot of mistakes. And Cassie rubbed a lot of her friends the wrong way. And I got a video coming out about that today because everybody's trying to make Cassie seem like she's an angel. I'm not here to say she's an angel. But Diddy shouldn't be beating on that woman. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's a fact. Diddy's an absolute demon for treating that girl and beating on that girl like that, man. And you shouldn't have did that, bro. That nigga's on cap. You beating that girl and kicking that girl in her ass and kicking her in her back and shit like that, man. You ain't no man, bro. Don't no man move like that. I don't give a damn if Cassie's a 304, 404, 504. I don't give a damn. You don't do nobody like that, bro. You don't assault and abuse people like that, man. You don't do it to women like that. I'm sorry. I don't stand for no shit like that, bro. And that's all there is to it. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Peace. All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A-Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do to stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.